Okay. Alright, let's, I guess, Okay, I'm live. I'm just trying to get this to work correctly. Alright. So, we're going to share. We'll share it everywhere that I can think of that I'm, actually should sort of be sharing. It's probably buffering right now, so just give me a second. Alright. Whew! That took a minute. Hello! How are y'all? So, I have about an hour. And I wanted to talk about something that my son came to visit. I want to make sure everybody can hear me okay. My son came to visit, and we went to see about taking him to an eye doctor, because where I live is bigger than where he lives, which is not saying a whole lot because Sumter's not really that big. But while we were there, we went to go. My daughter said that Chick-fil-A was open in the mall, but you had to keep your distance, and they was only to go. But they were not open. They were not open. So Books A Million was open, and so we went there. And I picked up this watercolor artist magazine, which I've never seen before, and I thought that would be cool. And I also got a book about tarot, and my son bought me this Stephen King's new, I got lotion all over it, Stephen King's new book about it's a new short stories book, and this was in their clearance, and I'm like super excited because this thing is huge. And I was in the middle of editing a video for Patreon and decided to just go ahead and do a live chat for here and publicly on Patreon. If you have been, I love mythology, any kind of mythology, Norse mythology, Greek mythology, all kinds of, I love anything and everything. So, and I also finally got this book in. And you know, May is mermaid, I think. Isn't that right? I'm not sure. So I don't know. I was going to do like hummingbirds. I have hummingbirds in my Hobonichi for the setup. But y'all, I mean, I don't know. I usually do sea creature stuff, sharks and stuff for Shark Week. I usually do that in like July. Hello? But this has the cutest stuff in it. And I'm thinking, why not, maybe I could practice doing some mermaids or mermen and some sea creatures. Not sharks. But I don't know. This has got like the cutest stuff in it. So anyway, I'm in the middle. Right now we have no couch in our living room. And I have all the walls painted but one. I've got to finish painting the one wall in my living room. My bathroom is done. We have been busy around here. I was really busy over this weekend. Not doing video stuff, really. I did film a tiny bit, take some pictures, which I'm in the process of kind of doing some of that for a vlog for Patreon. But I kind of wanted to go over this. I found this really interesting. So, I haven't even looked really at these books. Except that, look at this. This has this envelope back here. I don't know what the envelope is for. I don't know if it's for tarot cards. I don't know if it has something in it. I do not know. I do not know. Where's my knife? We'll use scissors. Scissors. That's what scissors are for. Why would they do this? And I broke my nails when I was doing all this painting and remodeling. I broke like all my nails doing this. Why would they do that? Mess up my little envelope thing. Why would they do that? I have an X-Acto knife, but I don't know where it's at right this second. Oh. Oh. Well, this is cool. Okay, so that, yeah, well, this is a poster or something. So we'll look at that later. Right now, I've got a watercolor magazine. I'm just all excited. So, to mask or not to mask, here's what you need to know. Peak Performance. Prize-winning paintings from the 11th Water Media Showcase. Revive your paper. Quick strategies to smooth a scrubbed surface. 5 favorite landscapes of all time. This is from the artistnetwork.com. I've never seen... Oh, and look, my mask. Look at my mask. It has fish on it. So... Okay. How are y'all doing? I'm all over the place. I am all over the place. Because I have a lot of stuff going on. I got Mr. Rockstar a pair of jeans and got my son a pair of jeans. And they wear almost the same size. And I think my son took both pairs of jeans back with him. And, yeah. So, make sure that you can see this. Annual Art Competition 2020, $24,000 in cash and prizes. Wow. Indigraph Steel Fountain Pen. I guess it's a drawing fountain pen. It has a separate water tank to keep the ink cartridge consistently humidified. Especially important to use with India ink. Never heard of that. Has anybody ever heard of the Indigraph Steel Fountain Pens? After an unsuccessful hunt for a functional pen that held India ink, artist and product designer Inigo, I have no idea, Achiever, I don't know, decided to create his own, which is the Indigraph pen. It has, yeah, it had interchangeable nibs, an ergonomic handle, a stainless steel removable clip, and can hold any ink cartridge. Can y'all, is it too bright? There, maybe that's a little bit, maybe that will help. Okay, let me look at OBS. Okay. I think that might be better. the child's painting the mask. That's cool. Sounds like something Romany would use. Yeah. Yep, it is new.
Done.
Oh. Hold on. Hello? Hey, did you take the bag with David's pair of jeans?
I don't believe I did. So I took the one with mine.
Because, well, I can't find the bag with David's jeans in it.
I'm driving at the moment.
Yeah, well, when you get home, just check and let me know.
Yeah, I'll send you a text. Because
Okay.
we might have just put both pairs of jeans in the same bag.
Okay, I love you.
Alright, love you too.
Alright, bye.
Bye-bye.
My son will be like, Mom, you have me on YouTube? See, I find this pretty amazing. I want to get sepia. That's one of the colors I don't have with watercolor is the sepia. I think I have a little tiny thing of it, but I need to get a tube of it because I really like that color. Pretty interesting book. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. I like that too. Oh, that's pretty. I like that too. So how are y'all doing? What's going on? So I've spent part of this time period over the last month and a half, going on almost 2 months now. I've wavered back and forth between depression and anxiety and stress and sleeping a lot or doing a lot of stuff, and then being like where I wasn't sleeping, but I had to stay super busy. So now I'm trying to find a balance between the being filled with anxiety and needing to be busy, and the doing things and the making sure I get enough rest and sleep and stuff. Otherwise, I would have already painted the rest of that living room, but I needed a break today because I spent Saturday and Sunday painting. I did the bathroom by myself. I painted the whole bathroom by myself, and I painted 3/4 of the living room, and then David helped me with the rest of it. He did the top part of the trim work and stuff. And so I just needed a break because I have to move furniture in order to paint the other wall. So I think I'm just going to get David to move the furniture, and then the TV's supposed to be coming in. The couch comes in tomorrow afternoon. TV comes in at the end of the week. And so we'll see how things go. But I've been bouncing back and forth between those. And I was watching a few different videos. One was a video from Kelly Ann Maddox, and one was a video from somebody else. Somebody, I think, in the planning community. And they were talking about, coping, because I work from home. So some of this shouldn't really be that much of a difference for me, some of it. But it was like I was telling David, there's a difference between me wanting to be at home and not going out a lot, and because I'm an introvert, there's a difference between that and me being told I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything, and worrying that if I do go. I actually got to see my grandkids and spend some time with them today while my son was here. So excited. My daughter's going to come tomorrow afternoon. With or without the kids, I'm not sure, because they're bringing the couch, and I'm going to need help because David will still be at work. So, And when I was in Walmart today, I was getting frames for some pictures that we have, one of which I ordered for David for his birthday. And I needed a frame, so we took down the measurements last night, and I went today and I was picking them out. And I guess there was a guy, an artist, and he had quit doing art for a good while, and he started doing art again. And he was asking, he's talking to me, he's like, do you do your own? And I said, yeah, but I don't do canvases. And he was looking for a frame that could hold a canvas or something. Hello. And he said, and he showed me on his phone. He had on a mask and, you know, everything. He showed me on his phone, and he was doing acrylic work, and it was pretty cool. I was talking to him, you know, it was another local, so I thought that was pretty cool. I have never, I really want to get into more art and plein air sketching, and I think I might go in my backyard one day this week, especially after I get the living room couch in there and get things kind of set up and ready for them to deliver the TV. I might take a break on Wednesday from all of the DIY stuff in the house and do a bit of plein air sketching, and I might I'll take the camcorder and film a little bit of it, because I want to do more. I've been watching Sharon Cullen art. Man, I have so much envy for her studio that she had built, that her and her husband, oh my goodness, that thing is awesome and amazing. But she's been doing like daily, like tips and stuff for daily sketching and for plein air sketching and different things like that. Like, I think at one time she went and did some plein air sketching, and she was just sitting in her car. She stayed in her car and she did that. And I thought, well, I could do that. I mean, I've got a convertible. If it's a nice day, maybe I could go drive somewhere, park, and do some sketching. You like Sharon too? I love her. I'm not, like, a lot of people were doing more scrapbooky stuff, more mixed media art journal stuff. I'm not real big on mixed media. I do watch some of the videos that people do, because I do like collaging, but I do, like, I'll do something like, I'll see a picture in a magazine and I might take part of it off, and then I'll put it in my journal, and then I'll draw and watercolor the rest of it. But the mixed media where people do a bunch of stuff and they have like, must be 10 or 15 layers, and when they're doing stuff and then they go to cover up something that took like a good while to do and is really pretty, I'm like, why are you covering it up? And I know that there's like a method to all that, but to me it just feels like madness, because you're putting all this work into something and then you're covering it up. So I don't know, but she's been doing a lot of watercolor and plein air sketching and stuff like that, and I love those videos. She's a really good artist. I've been watching quite a few of the plein air sketchers that have been doing, you know, more of the stay at home kind of stuff, which is really cool. Urban, or I guess I should say urban sketchers that have been doing more plein air at home kind of sketching. So that's really cool, because I do a lot of my art is like stuff that you see every day or you use every day or part of regular everyday life. And then I like to do like landscapes and the stuff I see out of my window, or, you know. So it's been really interesting. Wow. So that's a desk, but my desk never looks that neat. My desk never looks that neat. That's cool. That's pretty. Move it over here so my face won't be in the way. Working on your wellness self-care journal. You can't control anything else. Yeah. Well, see, that's why, I mean, I've been bouncing back and forth. Like I said, I've been bouncing back and forth between being depressed and where I'm sleeping and reading, or where I'm like super busy, so I'm not thinking about it because of the anxiety. It's either super anxiety and depression, or it's depression and then stress and anxiety. So instead of sleeping, I'm like super busy and doing, or I'm like sleeping and reading and relaxing. And I've got to find a balance. Trying to find a better, I mean, I can't sleep all day and at night. That's not good either. But I can't go, do, not like go outside, not like go and do that kind of thing, but where like I'm doing, and then I don't get enough rest. Man, that is so... Man, this stuff is amazing. That's pretty. That's just using the white. She didn't use masking, but she actually used the white from... So this is people using masking fluid. I know, I'm sorry, I'm not talking because this magazine is really interesting for, So they talk about different masking fluids, masking film, wax resist. Kiss off stain remover. The Masters soap, the Masters brush cleaner. I have that brush cleaner. The 4 elements of watercolor. See, I find this really interesting because I see a lot of people with journal magazines. I have not found a journal magazine. I looked when I was in Books A Million today, and no journal magazine. This was the closest I came to anything that's more the art stuff that I do, and so yeah, maybe my next trip out, which will probably not be until tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll check Michael's maybe if I'm out. I'm not going out just to go to Michael's, but if I happen to be out and over that way, I'll get a coupon. Oh wow, I like that. I like that light. I love looking at people's desks. Their studios, their creative space, their, I feel like a voyeur, but I love pictures and videos of where people are showing their creative space or their studios or their desk. I love those. All those kinds of videos. Artist Marketplace. So let's see. South Carolina. Nothing. Nothing. Never even heard of Khalil, so have to check those out and see if there's a video of these reviewing them. Hey everybody, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Workshops. Okay, so Florida, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Arizona, New Jersey, Maryland. See, no South Carolina, especially not where I live. You watched any of? Yeah, I love his videos. I've been watching him. I haven't watched the last one or two that he put out because I've been doing a bunch of DIY stuff. So pretty much anybody or everybody that had like a video this weekend, I think I've only watched one YouTube video. I watched Sarah Cannon's video on Saturday, but I didn't get to watch it live, where she was doing her video where she did the next to the last. It was pretty much almost she's at the end of her novel that she's been doing this month for Camp NaNoWriMo, and I did watch that video while I was painting. I actually listened to her while I was painting, tell the story. Oh man, I love that. So you can do this. Share your own watercolor sketches of a favorite bird at Artist Network on Instagram. Hashtag #openbook_birdlife. Airplane. That is cool as shit. That airplane. So later when I read the whole magazine or whatever, I will probably cut like some of these words out and use them in my journal. But I'm really excited. Really excited. I'm gonna read some stuff. See, Colorado, I don't know if that's close to where Bree lives, but that would be cool. Because, see, like, other places have this kind of stuff. Stephen Quiller, award-winning painter, best-selling author of 6 books on color and water media. 3 incredible workshops in Creede, Colorado. See, I don't know, I don't know if they're still doing, but that's not until June. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I may keep checking with Books A Million. And there's a couple people have had like a journal magazine. And I'm wondering where in the heck they get it. Because I haven't been able to find it. I've not been able to find it. So, let's check out this. While we're here. I have her other book, the In the Forest. So she has a watercolor with me in the forest book, and that is fantastic. And I love ocean stuff. I grew up on James Island at the beach, like 10 minutes from the beach, and James Island is an island, and so I miss being near the water. We have lakes and stuff here, but let me do this so you can actually see this book, because it's up a little too close. So let's do properties and back off a little. Okay. That way y'all can see. Isn't that pretty? Oh, wow. And this book, this is actually watercolor paper, so you actually get to practice on watercolor paper. This is the second book in the watercolor series. And what she says is, we're deep diving into the ocean to discover a world full of colorful, unique creatures with step-by-step painting instructions to make them come to life. Throughout this series of 50 watercolor projects, you'll gain the confidence and skill to create beautiful art, whether you're a total beginner or simply looking to expand your creativity. You'll be presented with a faint sketch of each subject on the right-hand page and details to complete each piece on the left, along with tips, supplies, color palettes, and tools required. And they're broken up into 3 main sections. So you get wet on wet, wet on dry, and then ink and wash. And you learn about techniques and stuff before you actually start painting, so that you kind of have an idea of what you're supposed to do. This is, she is using Winsor & Newton Cotman, which is amazing. But I have all of, well, I don't have that purple, but I have a purple that's pretty close to that. And I don't have this gamboge hue, but I do have yellow gamboge. So that might actually work, or a yellow that's pretty close to that. But I think I have pretty much everything else. Except that, and like I said, I have a purple that's extremely close. So she does the wet on wet, and she tells you what she did with these, and then you do that. She tells you what she did with this, and then you do it. And it's actually like a lightly sketched. And you practice. So she has the sea turtle. She gives you the colors. And then you follow along. And these are really easy. Let me go here so you can see the turtle. Make sure. It's really easy. She tells you. She gives you really good instructions. So it's kind of like taking a class, but in a book. A watercolor class. But it's book form. And I love how she has this. I think it's Dana Fox. I can't remember what her YouTube channel is called, but I love the end of. Oh, I can't wait to do that one. That is so pretty. So here's the sketch, and then you have the humpback whale, and she tells you to use cerulean blue hue and indigo. And she gives you like supplies. Round brush, size 6 or 8, works well. 2 colors of paint, fine detail brush, white ink pen. A hermit crab. A shark. Aw, the sea otter is adorable. Burnt umber, raw umber, lamp black, and white. Emperor penguin. Orca. Lamp black. The clownfish. That's cute. A narwhal. Who was it? Amy Graham was saying she didn't know these were real. I didn't know they were real either until Amy Graham was talking about how she didn't know that they were real. And then she found out they were real. So after I found out they were real, I went looking to find out more information. And yeah, they're real. It's actually like their tooth. It's a tusk. It's an ivory tusk. The crabs. An octopus. A manatee. A starfish. So what have y'all been up to lately? Sand dollar. Sea urchin. That's pretty. A manta ray. A sea angel. They're actually known as sea slugs. But they have transparent outer layers, then you can actually see the colors on the insides. Pufferfish. Those are so cute. It is a very nice book. I really liked her in the forest one too. I follow her YouTube channel. She actually has some pretty good videos too, where she shows you how to do stuff. The sperm whale. An eel. Sap green and burnt umber. Wet on dry. Seahorse. A lobster. I'll put the link. Let me see if I can get. I'll find the link. I'll put it in real quick because I had it I think I had meant to go and put it on pre-order, and I never did. But then I was looking through, was looking for something, and it popped up in my recommended stuff on Amazon, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to get that. And sure enough, I forgot to get it. There's the Amazon link. Because her Wonder Farce book, let me see if it's right where, let me think. I have art books everywhere. It's not in there. It's not right there. Okay, I'll have to find it. Because it should be, unless it's over here. There it is, behind the picture. I'm sorry, y'all. So here's the watercolor in the forest. And like, okay, for example, here's the caterpillar. She has this and she tells you what colors, and then here is my version. So this was the first book, and then here's the second book. A squid. A beluga. Those are pretty. So for this you'd use lamp black and ultramarine. A puffin. Oh, that's cute. Coral. And although this looks purple, the colors are cerulean blue hue, permanent rose, and raw umber. Seashells. And she says burnt umber and lamp black, but I don't really see any black at all in there. Jellyfish. Angelfish. Oh, that's gorgeous. Dolphin. Indigo and lamp black. Sea lion. Oh, that's so cute. A conch. A mermaid. See, that's what I'm talking about. I think May, isn't it mermaid? So maybe my goal won't be to like do a mermaid theme. Maybe my goal will be to do something in here every day in May. Because I think there are 50 illustrations, 50 things. So that would give me, I mean, I would be through like a lot of the book. So I could actually do this for May. This could be my project. Treasure chest. Clamshell. Blue tang fish. Oh, this is Finding Dory. Without the help of the blue tangfish, algae would consume the ocean's coral reefs. It is vibrant in color and best painted using brights like ultramarine and gamboge hue. So I'm going to have to redo this and then, you know, in my journal. Because that's, you know, it's Finding Dory. The School of Fish. That is really cool. That is really cool. Sea anemone. I might have to do this and then take it out after I do this one and put this in a frame and put it on my wall in my bathroom, in our small bathroom. Not our big one that's music themed, but our small one. And put this on the wall once I'm done with this. Frame it. Ink and wash. So little other fish, different little fish. A pirate hat. A diving helmet. A bottled message. A sailboat. A sailfish. A submarine. See, if they had it opposite, it could be like the Yellow Submarine from that music from like what, the 60s, 70s. I remember the Yellow Submarine. If I could sing, I'd sing it to you, but I can't sing, so I just have to paint it. A pelican. An anchor. I've been watching The Deadliest Catch or something like that. I think it's on the Discovery Channel. I think that's the channel it comes on. And I've gotten hooked on that show. I'm like on season 6. So that would be cool to do in my journal once, you know, and to do that because they had an episode where the anchor broke and they got it. They managed to get it, but shrimp. Shipwreck. That was cool. That would be cool for like ghost story or a walrus. A lighthouse. That's pretty. Dave and I want to go to this place in North Carolina. It's at the Outer Banks or something, and they got this lighthouse in this little island, and you pack your stuff and they ferry you over to the island and you stay there for however long like you have your vacation. Like it could be just a weekend or like a whole week, and then when they're done, when you're then they come back and get you. Like, so you only have your stuff, and I think it's pretty much off the grid. So Dave and I have been wanting to go for a weekend, but we have to make sure we're going during a weekend that's not hurricane season. I don't want to get stuck out there. So Dana Fox, her home studios in Ontario, Canada. She developed the Wonder Forest brand. I think that's the name of her YouTube channel, Wonder Forest. in 2011 and has since found her work on the shelves of Target, Urban Outfitters, Wayfair, and Bloomingdale's. She has a fondness for animals, interior decorating, crochet, web development, and of course watercolor painting. Yes, I think her YouTube channel is called The Wonder Forest. So 50 no sketch projects. So yeah, I think this is going to be my project for May, since it's Mermay. And instead of doing a bunch of mermaids, I'm just gonna do ocean themed. I'm gonna watercolor with me in the ocean. So I think that covers everything. Ooh, that's a heavy, whoa. Sorry. That's a heavy book. That is a heavy book. Oh. I like looking at the art in some of these books. Okay, so maybe they're short stories. Perseus wants a hug. That's cool. I like that. I like looking at the art. I think that's why I like some of the illustrated children's books and stuff like that. Like I love. It's one of the reasons why I liked some of the Harry Potter stuff too. Middle school age books and high school age. I mean, depending on, young adult maybe. I like sometimes when they have illustrations in them. And I like this stuff like this because I can read to Victor, and then every so many pages there's a picture, so he doesn't get as bored as easily. It keeps his focus a little bit more. The goddess stopped to check her fingernails because tearing a mortal to shreds can totally ruin your manicure. That's funny. Oh, ants. So, I'm going to put the book away because otherwise I'll get all involved in another book. Because I'm a complete and utter book fiend. I have bookcases in almost every room in the house. I think I might, except the kitchen. And I do have a few cookbooks that are tucked in the corner on my counter in the kitchen. So I just wanted to let y'all, know, hey, I'm hanging in here. I thought we'd have a little bit of a chat and go over a few things. And then I'm going to go wash some dishes and cook a quick dinner. And I will read some. So I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for being here, y'all. Bye.